Right now, over budget as the 2020 election investigation continues, the new price tag for taxpayers.
The gunman got out and he witnessed him get out of the car and shoot.
A gunman opening fire inside a church. The developing news on another shooting, this time in Iowa.
Rain chances will be on the rise for the weekend. We're timing it out with what you can expect in the first storm forecast.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
And I'm Chris Stanford. The Republican investigation into the 2020 election is now over budget.
The review was supposed to be capped at $676,000, but now it's closer to $900,000.
This is going to cost taxpayers probably well over $1 million when it's all said and done. And Speaker Voss is playing accounting tricks trying to say that, well, not all of this counts against the original budget.
Assembly Speaker Robin Vos extended the Gableman investigation again last month with the promise that the review would not exceed the initial $676,000 budget. Vos's office told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel this week that any cost incurred during the ongoing lawsuit shouldn't count against the initial budget. So far, Gableman cut his monthly salary in half, down to $5,500 to meet that mark. But now the investigation has run almost $250,000 over.
The bottom line is it's all our money, and it's all going to investigate an election that happened nearly 2 years ago that's been decided, that was safe and secure, and that Joe Biden won.
Republicans have argued, though, even outside the investigation into 2020, these lawsuits are important to determine what kind of power an investigator like Gableman has. You can read more about this story. It's up on channel3000.com right now.
For the first time, we are hearing from the man tapped to lead the UW system after Tommy Thompson's departure. And one of the biggest questions that Jay Rothman faces is how to address declining enrollment. Part of the answer, he announced, is continuing a nearly decade-long tuition freeze for in-state undergrads.
We need to do a better job of serving underrepresented populations in the state and getting them into the university. It ties back into affordability. It ties back into accessibility, our issues that we're working on. But if we're going to fulfill the Wisconsin idea, we have to have more students from underrepresented groups in our university system.
Rothman says he'll be recommending the continued freeze in a budget proposal going to regents next week. Money would come from federal COVID relief funds. To campaign 2022 news now, former President Donald Trump endorsing Republican Tim Michels in the Wisconsin gubernatorial primary. The endorsement deals a severe blow to Rebecca Clayfish, who served as lieutenant governor under former Governor Scott Walker. Developing this morning, another shooting, this one in Ames, Iowa. 3 people dead, including the alleged shooter, after an incident outside of a church in Ames, Iowa. It happened at the Cornerstone Church just before 7 o'clock. The church was hosting a salt company kickoff event for college-age individuals to worship together. 2 people and the male shooter were found dead. Police have not yet determined a motive. To the nation's capital now, a House panel is debating the Protecting Our Kids Act, which includes a provision to raise the required age for buying semi-automatic guns from 18 to 21.
The American people are begging for us to address this crisis.
What this bill does, it tells law-abiding citizens when you can get a gun, what kind of gun you can get.
All it takes is political courage.
If these laws actually worked, wouldn't things be getting better by now rather than worse?
Even if it passes the full House, the measure is unlikely to muster enough support in the evenly divided Senate. Republicans slammed the hearing as threatening the Second Amendment. Some even brought their own weapons.
6:03 now. The Dane County Sheriff's Department investigating the death of a 39-year-old woman now as a homicide. The body of Dora Gonzalez Zarate found inside of her home in the town of York last Tuesday. Investigators do not believe it's a random incident and are asking anyone with information to give them a call. New video in overnight. Take a look at this fire that gutted a historic building yesterday. That's part of Fort Snelling's upper post in St. Paul, Minnesota. The officers' building, built in 1903 and decommissioned in 2006, is one of 26 fort buildings being converted into 200 affordable housing units. Nobody, fortunately, was injured, but pretty devastating for that historic building. Yeah, it looks like a big loss. 6:04 now, check in with Chris Reese. And the sun is up, the skies are clear, Chris.
Yes, it is. That is what we're going to be dealing with all day long. It is once again a sunglasses all day type of day as you begin to head out there. No umbrella needed today. but at least dust the umbrella off. You might need that towards tomorrow. No jacket or coat needed today as well. We're comfortable this morning, starting things out at 51. We're going to warm things up about another 20 degrees or so moving towards the afternoon. Janesville at 52. 45 for Lone Rock this morning. Camp Douglas, good morning. You're at 47. Boscobel waking up at 48 at this point. Here's temperatures. You really start to break down the next 12 hours. We're starting out in the 50s. We're going to top things out into the low 70s later on this afternoon. Typically 3 to 4 o'clock is when you see your high temperature this time of the year, and that's exactly what we expect. Doppler track still completely clear for us in southern Wisconsin, but you zoom things out, and that's where we begin to see something that's going to be a little bit different. That's our next rainmaker coming into the picture. It's fairly weak for now. High pressure still in control. A weak frontal boundary to our north trying to slide in as well. But watch how it starts to play out. This is future track towards tomorrow. 3 o'clock in the morning, you see some of that moisture hanging back towards the south and west. And then as we move towards your Saturday morning and early afternoon, those showers are on top of us before another wave likely comes through on Sunday. But there's still quite a bit of disagreement in the models. I'll tell you what they agree on is that this afternoon is going to be incredible. Sunshine and 72 is what model number 1 wants to show us. Towards tomorrow, though, 3 o'clock in the morning, still dry, still clear. Here comes the cloud cover, and model number 1 really holds off that rain until we get you towards, say, the afternoon when it comes towards tomorrow. Then that Sunday rain on model number 1 is mainly north of Madison. But now I'm going to show you a second model and how it sees things. 1, sunshine and 72 this afternoon. Don't think we can mess that one up. I think it's going to be pretty set. But watch the rain moving into the picture. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's got the heavier rain right on top of us in southern Wisconsin. Another round around dinner, and then as we start to move towards Sunday morning, it brings that heaviest rain a little bit farther to the south. So there are still some discrepancies in the model data. But nonetheless, your rain chances are certainly going to be set in stone for the weekend. Not a complete washout, but we will see some periods where it comes down quite a bit, getting fairly damp for us. 60s on Saturday and Sunday. 70s do return on Monday as we see a chance for some showers then as well. Pleasant for your Tuesday before another thunderstorm opportunity by Wednesday. A slight shower chance Thursday before more rain on Friday. And then we'll do the same thing with a slight shower chance on Saturday before more rain on Sunday. It's graduation week for a lot of us. This weekend, Middleton High School sees graduations. Next weekend, it's going to be MMSD high schools that are graduating. And I know a lot of graduation parties are happening this week. So, of course, we're going to pay attention to that forecast.
My goodness, get outside and take a walk today.
Yeah, take a walk today. Really, I could say you could take a walk every day this week.
Okay, good to know.
This whole forecast.
All right, that is promising. Chris Reese, thank you very much. 6:07 now. Attorney General Josh Kaul has chosen to allow UW Health to collectively bargain with a union representing nurses. Kaul sent a formal opinion on the matter to Governor Evers yesterday. It's prompted the nurses to call for their union to be immediately recognized. In an email overnight from UW Health, the organization says it will now review that decision. Coming up here on News 3 Now this morning, a call for action success for a local woman who says she was tricked into overpaying at a dealership.
Later, we'll show you how University Ridge is preparing for the American Family Insurance Championship.
When the family can't get enough of your signature dish, get everything you need with Pick and Save free pickup with no surprise fees. So start your cart today. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Who do you see when you look in the mirror? Do crow's feet, wrinkles, and under-eye bags make you look 10 years older than you feel? Let's face it, aging isn't fun. We all want to look our best, so we feel our best. But injections and procedures can be expensive and painful. There's a temporary, better way to love your reflection. And that better way is Plexiderm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? That absolutely blows me away. I feel better, and when you feel better, you shine. And when you shine, the whole world loves you, and that's a great feeling. Hi, my name is Robin, and this is what Plexiderm does for me. I shine. So I feel so much younger when I use the Plexiderm. I feel like I look half my age, and I'm not exaggerating. I feel great.
Wow, that's incredible. What a difference. I think I look great. 10 years younger at least. There's been creams, there's been lotions, concealers. Nothing works like this. And in just a few minutes, it's amazing. The Crosse feet, developed those about 10 years ago. And these little lines around my mouth, where did they come from? And I put this on and bam, they're gone. Just in a couple of minutes, I can't believe it. They're gone.
Forget the pain and expense of injections or in-office procedures and try the 10-minute solution that lasts for up to 10 hours. Plexiderm is so easy. Just make sure you have a clean, dry face and apply a small amount because it's so powerful. Wait a few minutes, then your bags and wrinkles will visibly disappear.
I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years young.
See the Plexiderm difference for yourself this Memorial Day with our $14.95 starter offer. Just visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Celebrate the summer of savings at Bob's Discount Furniture with our best financing options ever. With 6, 12, 30, and 60-month financing options to fit your budget. Find thousands of amazing values like my sleep-inducing Bobapedic Prize Queen mattress with gel-infused Bobapedic memory foam and charcoal for temperature regulation. What? Oh, dozed off. Only $5.99 or $50 per month for 12 months with special financing. This summer, Bob's Discount goes further than ever with my best financing options ever.
With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, all for prices that are lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
A first warning traffic note this morning for anyone who drives to the Mount Horeb area. The eastbound lanes of U.S. Highway 18 and 151 will be closed all morning for pavement repairs. The Department of Transportation says the closure will start around 9 o'clock and end at noon. The highway will be closed from exit 65 to exit 69 and will force drivers to find an alternate route.
Another call for action success story in the books for our volunteers. Almost $10,000 are back in the pocket of a local elderly woman who says she was taken advantage of by a car dealership. Take a listen to her story.
Come on, pal. Come on, you come say hi.
These days, it's just Marcia Thornton and her pet, Pal.
He found us. Let's see here, how long we had you now, Pal? It'll be 8 years.
It's been almost a decade since she lost her husband.
Come on, Pal, we'll go for a ride.
The same year, she found her sidekick.
See, this is the first vehicle that I've bought since the 2007. There, Reedy. I had my husband then. So this is the first vehicle that I bought. There we go. On my own.
Marcia didn't mean to buy a new car for her shotgun rider, but back in 2020, she stopped by her local dealer with a flyer they'd mailed her.
It said I won something. Well, that's what started it. Didn't get 10 feet, and there was a fellow right there. Can I help you?
Marcia says she was rushed through the whole process, pressured into buying a Buick Encore.
I said, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll come back tomorrow. Oh, no, it ain't going to be here.
She says they agreed on a price of $16,000, but the paper she signed and looked at later that night said $23,000 instead. With additions like a car treatment, warranty, and service contracts she says she didn't agree to. What's worse, when she returned to the dealership to straighten things out, she says she couldn't find the salesman who swindled her or get anyone to help with the add-on charges.
I have a problem. Well, you signed the papers. Don't you like the car? And I said, I like the car, but I'm not satisfied with the price. Well, you signed it.
I think the overwhelming number of dealers try to do what's right. They're not trying to sneak anything in, but somebody that's not very sophisticated maybe in the car buying process might gloss over this and not realize that, is this product right for me?
When Marcia called for action, we called the Department of Transportation. They have a field investigations team, a resource you can take advantage of as a Wisconsin resident that follows up with your dealership complaints and potentially gets your money back. Their claims website is popular right now, given the pandemic's impact on dealerships' empty lots.
There's a lot of competition out there with the kind of topsy-turvy used vehicle, especially market we're living in now. Do your research. And be very careful when you're signing documents that you are reading everyone carefully. If you are purchasing a warranty or service contract, that you're reading all the fine language. Make sure you understand what exclusions, what's covered, what's not covered, and find out if that's right for you before you purchase it.
Between the DOT team and our CFA volunteers, we got back Marcia a total of $8,000.
For 2 years, it's like a big weight on your shoulders. And you knew you're frustrated, and you didn't know what to do. But after going through you, it's just like, oh, you can breathe.
She's learned a few lessons, too, for her and pals.
There you go.
Next joyride.
I'm a very open person. I trust everybody, you know, and kind of makes you think a little bit now.
For News 3 Now, I'm Leah Lynchide.
So we aren't naming the dealership in question here because the DOT investigated and didn't find any illegal wrongdoing. A reminder, if you have a call for action that needs solving, our volunteers are here to help and they get results. Give them a call every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 until 1. That number, 608-270-2833.
$8,000 back in her pocket.
Yes.
I mean, this stuff is so complicated for a lot of folks. And you really have to be your own advocate, right, in these own situations, and take your time and look at everything to make sure that you're not going to get swindled by some of these hidden fees that you didn't agree to.
And as somebody just sitting at home, as a reporter, I didn't realize all of the resources that are available to help you when it comes to this situation. The DOT offering this field investigations team. Yeah. These are the sort of resources that our call for action volunteers, A, know about, and B, can find for you, and C, can mediate for on your behalf. So, I mean, the wealth of knowledge that these folks bring to the table is so impressive.
Outstanding job with the call for action volunteers.
That was our volunteer, Carol. Got to give her a shout out. She did a wonderful
job. Way to go, Carol. Way to go. 6:15 now. As summer creeps on closer, more Americans are hitting the road, which leads to more accidents. Teenagers, though, we all know, are at high risk, but a new report from the Insurance Institute identifying some vehicles that can help keep them safe. Teens are actually 3 times more likely to be involved in a fatal accident compared to older drivers. That's why experts say parents need to consider the right kind of car.
We're trying to promote the idea that cars for teens should have features to help them avoid being in crashes.
We always say buy as much safety as you can afford, and automatic emergency braking is a wonderful backup for a new driver that's building that experience of braking distances.
The report also has a list of 70 different vehicles deemed safe for teen drivers. They include cars with electronic stability control, which can prevent an accident, and auto braking that she just mentioned there, found in many of the newer vehicles on the list.
The Atlantic hurricane season is wasting no time making itself known. A tropical storm watch has been issued for both the east and the west coasts of Florida. The forecast calls for the system to move across the state this weekend. Rainfall totals of 4 to 8 inches are possible, but South Florida and the Keys could see a foot of rain in some areas.
There's a lot of rain.
Oh,
we could see a little bit this weekend here in southern Wisconsin. Chris Reese here to break down our rain chances in your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, Chris.
Things are going to be unsettled as we go through the next couple of days. Your best rain chances are going to be Saturday into Sunday, especially Saturday night. That's when we'll see the most widespread rain chances around here. They'll dip a little bit early next week before we start to see more rain chances midweek and then again by the end of next week as well. Here's the pattern ahead, showing you those rain chances moving in. This is the one I'm expecting for Saturday, followed up with another one into early Sunday. This is now Sunday into Monday. So yes, we do get a little unsettled. Drier on Tuesday before another round of rain arrives, moving towards Wednesday, and then we'll start to see another round of rain arriving towards the end of next week into next weekend as well. You start to really look at the precipitation outlook. This is for June 8th through 12th. Most of the wettest part of the country is going to be to our south, but even still, we do favor being a little bit wetter than normal as opposed to drier than normal. The same can be said as you expand that all the way into the middle of June. The eastern 2/3 of the country are expected to be a little bit wetter than normal, all while at the same time being cooler during that same period. And when you see the cooler than normal temperatures, this will help to limit the odds of seeing severe weather. But still, just as we saw last summer, you can go an entire June without severe weather, and then on the last day, things begin to change. So we'll see how this begins to play out for us overall. But the pattern ahead is one where with the cooler weather sticking around, it's going to be hard to really build up a lot of that instability. Most of your fuel for the thunderstorms that really helps create the thunderstorm energy, you'll notice that generally stays to our south as we go through the next 10 days as well. So no huge chances for severe thunderstorms just yet, but we are going to be active with showers and maybe some chances to hear a few rumbles of thunder. This is first warn traffic for you. So far this morning, no major issues are showing up across the state.
All right, Chris Reese tracking it all for us. Thank you very much. The WIAA State Track and Field Meet kicks off today up in La Crosse, and businesses there are ready for a big weekend. Many are still making up the lost revenue from the past 2 years, but things are starting to look up. Fairfield Inn shut down at the height of the pandemic, but now they're completely booked as people from across the state come in for the meet. Competitions kick off this morning at 9:30. Meanwhile, back in Madison, another big event, the American Family Insurance Championship just a week away, and final preparations are underway at University Ridge.
It's the 6th year for the tournament that features golfers 50 and older. A full schedule of events this year after COVID prevented the 2020 tournament, forced a slimmed-down version last year.
Construction has been going extremely well. Our teams are putting on the final touches now. The weather is outstanding and gorgeous, and the week ahead looks to be even better for the weather.
Since the event began, it's raised around $12 million for area charities. The championship features a couple of big-name events, too, that attract even non-golfers. A charity concert featuring Lady A and Boyz II Men kicks off the tournament next Friday night at Breese Stevens Field. Then on Saturday, there's a celebrity foursome on the course that always draws a big crowd. Andy North, Brett Favre, Derek Jeter, and PGA Hall of Famer Julie Inkster.
Always fun to see the highlights from that.
You going to that concert?
Oh, yeah. We
Lady
just bought
A?
tickets last
You
night.
were going for Boyz II Men, right?
I'm a country gal. I'm a country gal. I have listened to Boyz II Men, though.
All right.
So,
maybe you'll see her there.
I'm kind of cool.
Coming up next, the surprise someone found in a free couch.
News 3 Now This Morning continues after the break.
Every day, News 3 Now investigates.
Hey, it's me, your skin. Some cleansers get us clean, but take my moisture. CeraVe cleansers help me maintain my moisture balance with hyaluronic acid plus 3 essential ceramides to help restore my natural barrier. So we're CeraVe clean. CeraVe hydrating cleanser.
We got to see the selection for ourselves.
Tile, wood, stone, laminate, and vinyl?
This hardwood is beautiful.
This vinyl is durable.
And this tile? So affordable.
But when it comes to everything our family needs, this one is perfect.
Now this store is the real deal.
At Floor & Decor, there's plenty of room to explore. Because with everyday low pricing on quality in-stock products and on-trend styles, you can really bring your living room to life. Discover Floor & Decor today.
For the plunge you never thought they'd take. For the day you never thought would come. For all the years that have come and gone.
For all those special moments that make life worth living. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
The increasing cost of inflation is impacting people and families here in central Wisconsin.
The D.C. liberal spending has triggered historic inflation. Senator Ron Johnson is holding the line.
Retirees on a fixed income, the working poor, those are exactly the people that are hurt most by inflation. Inflation is a tax on everybody.
Johnson voted against the reckless spending, and he's fighting to cut the waste in Washington. Tell Senator Johnson, keep fighting to stop the spending that hits us with the inflation tax.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Lindt.
Hy-Vee hot deals are super hot this Friday through Sunday. Gold Leaf chicken leg quarters, only 49 cents a pound when you buy a 10-pound package. Our special recipe brats, 10 for only $10. Hy-Vee purified water, get a 40-pack of bottles, only $3.88. Hy-Vee pasta, 5 for only $5. And quilted northern bath tissue or brawny paper towels, only $5.99. Scan the QR code and check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV, because custom orders receive priority. You'll get an extra 1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 41 combined MPG in an Escape Hybrid? A 12-inch touchscreen in an Edge? You got it. Choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge SUV and get 0% financing for 66 months plus $1,000 retail order cash.
All right, we're back. Professor Reese leading the class today on some cloud. What's cloud science called?
Some cloud.
I don't know, there's probably some word for it.
Cloud physics.
Cloud physics.
Sure.
Some meteorology.
It's actually a thing.
A wonderful viewer photo here from Julie. And I always want to know what kind of clouds these are, and Chris Reese is laying it out.
So yeah, this is a cumulonimbus cloud. It is a thunderstorm. Now I will say it's a developing thunderstorm. It's not fully mature, still has some room to grow, or it could be a dying thunderstorm. That is one thing that I didn't say earlier. So you look at it, though, and the sun is behind it, just kind of illuminating the rays around the top. This is such a good picture.
Wow.
Thanks, Julie. All right, so don't you love finding stuff in the couch cushions? I find all sorts of weird stuff in our couch cushions with the kids.
Yeah, you have kids. I don't know what you're finding down there. Gummy worms?
Yep, found that stuff in there. You know it. How about, here's something I wish I'd find. Tens of thousands of dollars.
Better than crumbs, that's for sure. Check this out. Vicky Umodu got a free couch through Craigslist. When she brought it home, she found several envelopes filled with $36,000 total. Umodu chose to return all of the cash to the owners, who said they got rid of the couch after the recent death of a loved one. The grateful family gave her $2,200 to say thank you. It's pretty nice.
Very nice.
The family also found hundreds of dollars in cash hidden around the house after they were alerted to the fact that 36 grand was inside the couch.
You know, just proof that there are still a bunch of good people out there.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Humanity.
I know, on both sides. You get the woman who returned the money and the family who gave her something for being honest about it.
36K inside a couch. I've got to pry that out of my hands.
Yeah. All right, quick forecast there, Chris?
Yeah, bus stop forecast for us as we go out the door. This is the last Friday of the school year for a lot of folks.
It is.
Out there, but here's what you are looking at. It is sunshine all day. We warm up to 70.
All right, we're back after this. Don't go anywhere.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
This is how we do it.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone.
To all my neighbors, you got much flavor.
Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm gonna gag or I'm gonna go play football. I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, you know, I'm one of those people that's like obsessed with white teeth.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you gotta leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab and I just gotta rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs removes stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
When I use these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth this Memorial Day by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Right now, calls for an investigation into the Henry Vilas Zoo, which allegations the county board wants to look into.
Also, 2 people now charged in a fight at Penn Park. The piece of sports equipment police say the teenager used in the brawl.
Today does feature some sunshine, but of course we are already looking ahead to that next chance of rain that arrives this weekend.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for joining us. New this morning, the Dane County Board has approved a resolution establishing an investigation into the Henry Vilas Zoo.
That resolution passed last night on a 25-7 vote with 1 abstention. A retired circuit court judge will now lead that investigation that must be complete by October 1st. In April, the Wisconsin State Journal reported that in exit interviews, 2 former zookeepers said they'd witnessed animals die as a result of zoo management. They explicitly named the general curator and the deputy director for problems at the zoo. The Journal also reported that in the last 5 years, 4 complaints about the zoo have been made to the Office of Equity and Inclusion, all determined to be unfounded.
The resolution specifies the judge must investigate allegations of racism by the zoo and allegations that zoo animals have been neglected or mistreated. They are not limited to just this list, though.
They would pay the judge no more than $50,000. The resolution now must be signed by Dane County Executive Joe Parisi.
But Parisi told News 3 Now he wants a county-wide investigation into the racial climate of Dane County workplaces. His initial plan for that expansive investigation would cost right around $150,000. He told the Cap Times the board's plan was too small in scope and too similar to the GOP's Gableman-led election probe.
We turn now to the push for gun control in Washington. The president is once again urging Congress to take action.
After Columbine, after Sandy Hook, after Charleston, after Orlando, after Las Vegas, after Parkland, nothing has been done. This time that can't be true. This time we must actually do something.
He says he supports reinstating a ban on assault rifles and high-capacity magazines that passed in the early 90s. He also wants to strengthen background checks.
Yesterday, a House panel approved the Protecting Our Kids Act, which includes a provision to raise the required age for buying a semi-automatic firearm from 18 to 21.
But on Tuesday, Representative Mark Pocan called on the White House to enact the change.
You can't do much through Congress with a 50-50 Senate and a 2-seat majority, especially with the arcane rules the Senate follows. The only way we're going to really be able to advance some things right now is with the White House.
The president's primetime address comes as the country grapples with mass shootings taking place across the country, from Buffalo to Texas and Oklahoma.
And the victims from the hospital shooting in Tulsa have now been identified. 2 doctors, a receptionist, and a patient were all gunned down. Dr. Preston Phillips was a Harvard-trained surgeon who had gone on several medical missions to Africa. Dr. Stephanie Hewson was a sports and internal medicine specialist. 40-year-old Amber Glenn had worked in the medical field for 18 years. The 4th person killed was a 73-year-old Vietnam vet named William Love. Police say the shooter was targeting Dr. Phillips. He had recently received back surgery from the doctor. But police say that the gunman repeatedly called the doctor's office after his surgery, complaining of ongoing pain, even up until Wednesday. Gun violence also taking place right here in Wisconsin. The mayor of Racine this morning retaliating with a curfew set for this weekend. Police say 2 people were hit during a funeral at Graceland Cemetery around 2:30 yesterday. One victim was flown to the hospital, the other treated and released. That funeral home confirming that the shooting happened during the funeral for a man who was shot and killed by a Racine police officer 2 weeks ago. The department has not released any additional information. At least one of the victims was under the age of 18. The Racine mayor is saying that the violence needs to stop and enacted that juvenile curfew ordinance through the weekend, so anyone under 18 must be home by 11 p.m. and stay there until 6 a.m.
Happening today, Public Health Madison and Dane County will be hosting a Wear Orange Day walk and rally to raise awareness about gun violence. The walk will begin at 6 o'clock at the Villager parking lot on Park Street and end at Penn Park. There will be several speakers and organizations present.
Now is a time to call out that we need to act. You know, now is the time. Enough is enough. Our children deserve to feel safe in school and, you know, on the playground and at their doctor's office.
Now, according to recent research, the U.S. has more than 4 times the number of gun homicides than any other country in the world per population.
It is 6:34. Let's get a check of that forecast. Chris Reese here with your certified most accurate. Hey, Chris.
We're waking up with temperatures across the upper Midwest generally hanging out into the 40s and 50s. There are a couple of cold spots. One here in Wisconsin. If you guessed Black River Falls, you're going to be right. Fargo also a little bit chillier into the upper 30s. Black River Falls at 39 right now. Elsewhere, we are to the 40s and 50s for you this morning. Wautoma at 47, 48 in Prairie du Chien, 53 in Platteville right now, 55 in Mineral Point. Madison coming in at 51, and there is a lot of sunshine out there. The sunshine is going to be what we see pretty much all day long. This area of high pressure is still in control. We do have a weak frontal boundary to our north. That's just going to re-enhance our northwesterly wind flow. Here's our weak disturbance. You see it's already starting to look a little bit more impressive than it did at times this morning. That will continue to come together as we move throughout the day, becoming the rain chance that we see later on tonight and into tomorrow and into Sunday as well. Doppler track is quiet as you head out the door. Like I said, it is sunshine all day today. 72 for your high later on this afternoon. Here's that cloud cover overnight. Now we're at tomorrow morning. This is 8:30 on Saturday. Rain chances do begin to move into the mix. We'll also see another round of some rain moving in towards the evening, another round of rain into early Sunday. So the reality is it's not going to just rain and pour the whole time. You're going to get rounds of rain that come in waves throughout the weekend. So you will see some dry periods as well. But during those dry periods, my expectation is that it's still going to be a little cloudy and a little damp out, but not a total washout before all is said and done. Rainfall amounts. Here we go. Generally, you're talking 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch, maybe up towards 1/2 an inch, some of those higher totals farther to the south and west. This is, again, a rainfall amount that says spotty showers, not so much washout when you're out there, but still pay attention to the weather, especially if you have outdoor graduation parties this weekend. I'd still advise you to have them indoors. Graduation parties are typically kind of some all-day events or, you know, a long chunk of time. Indoors is going to be best. That way you don't even have to worry about the showers that come on through. Still unsettled in the week ahead. Temperatures hang out in the low 70s.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you. Police say that a woman and a teenage girl have been charged for a series of fights at Penn Park in Madison on Memorial Day. According to the criminal complaint, a 17-year-old girl and several cousins went to the park with the intention that her juvenile cousin could fight someone else. Those girls between the ages of 12 and 14. After police got there, a second fight broke out, and the 17-year-old admitted that during that one, she hit someone in the face with a baseball bat. Police say they have video, too, of the grandmother of the juvenile from the first fight involved in kicking and stomping someone that had to be brought to SSM Health St. Mary's.
To the 2022 elections now. Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes says he has the endorsement of a coalition of farmers for his run for the U.S. Senate. The announcement comes after he released a plan to help prioritize family farmers in the state. He says if elected, he would crack down on big ag and help provide better health care for family farmers. It's a sprawling plan that's also meant to combat climate change.
2 men that are charged in a stabbing at Penn Park in Jefferson last month. They were in court yesterday. 20-year-old Alejandro Delgado faces felony charges of child abuse, intentionally causing harm linked to the incident. Delgado's bond set at $50,000 this morning, yesterday, after he turned himself in Wednesday. And 18-year-old Azael Aguirre, he faces a first-degree reckless injury for the stabbing. Police have shared very few details about the incident.
A nationwide lifeguard shortage is keeping some pools and beaches closed. Last week in Milwaukee, the county started training its final class of lifeguard hopefuls. But even with the new hires, they only have 70 of the 200 they need. Here in Madison, most beaches don't have lifeguards. 8 of the 12 are swim at your own risk.
We did take a budget cut during the 2021 budgeting process, so we did limit our beach guarding last year, and we expect to have to do the same again this year.
YMCA representatives say it was a process getting their indoor lifeguard positions filled and would still like to hire more. They're still not sure what staffing will look like in the fall when many of their lifeguards have to go back to school.
It is beautiful out there this morning. Just a gorgeous way to start off your Friday morning. Coming up, Chris Cerise is going to take a look at that unsettled weather pattern ahead, though, and the first named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season.
And the Great Dane going global, where the Madison Brewery plans on opening a new location. You might not be able to guess.
The price of gold is at a 7-year high. Get top cash on the spot for your gold at Diamond Select. Cash in today while the price of gold is high. Don't miss out. Get instant cash for your gold today at Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day that's effective without topical steroids. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. Plus, they felt fast itch relief, some as early as 1 week. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupts the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your eczema specialist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
It's time to set the record straight on who has the best beef. This is the Hy-Vee Beef Standards Book, and here's all you really need to know. Hy-Vee's pickier. Their cattle are even hand-selected. Some make claims, but Hy-Vee has the best beef. That's a fact. So enjoy your Hy-Vee steak this weekend. You've earned it.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
At Diamond Select, our on-site goldsmith can create a beautiful, one-of-a-kind piece. Whether it's repurposing an old ring or creating from a picture online, we're here to help you create jewelry of your dreams. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
News 3 Now is taking action, reaching out to our community to lend a helping hand.
Taking action by teaming with our neighbors and local leaders to help make this amazing community we share a better place to live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
Need to know what the traffic is like before you hit the road? Get the Channel 3000 app now, and I'll tell you where the trouble spots are and how to get around them.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now. You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. National Trails Day is tomorrow, and SSM Health is partnering up with the Friends of the Pheasant Branch Conservancy to host the event. Dr. Rupa Shah joining us this morning to talk more about it.
Good morning. So let's talk about why. We'll get to the event's details in just a moment. Tell us why we need to get outside and get the family moving?
Yeah, so we've talked about this before in our Time for Kids segments, and you know how much I love getting outside, but spending time in nature is so important for adults and children. There's so many different health benefits, right? Lowering your stress, lowering your blood pressure, can also help your sleep by setting our circadian rhythms for the day. And then, of course, don't forget about that sunshine helping us produce that vitamin D production. In children, additionally, just getting outside and getting exposed to all those different microbes is really good for their immune systems, which can really stick with them for their lifetime.
Interesting facts there. Let's talk about the event itself. Sounds like a great time.
Yeah, so Healthy Parks, Healthy You, which is a partnership between SSM Health, the Dane Health Plan, Dane County Parks, and Foundation for Dane County Parks, is partnering with Friends of Pheasant Branch Conservancy to host a family fun event, which is free, tomorrow afternoon at Orchid Heights Park from 1 to 4 p.m. So we're inviting all the community members, families to come out. There's going to be trail walks and scavenger hunts and lots of fun things for the kids to try.
All right.
Yeah.
So if people aren't able to make it tomorrow, do you have any substitutes or suggestions on how to incorporate this into everyone's lifestyle?
Yeah, so we are so lucky that Dane County has so many different parks and wildlife areas and natural resource areas, so there's definitely going to be something near you. Our local cities and towns also have some different parks and playgrounds to get outside with your kids, but I always suggest just start small. Going around the block and taking a walk with your kids is even great. Going out after dinner, throwing a frisbee around, kicking around the soccer ball. These are all great ways to teach our kids to be more active and just getting outside and enjoying nature.
Dr. Rupa Shah, thanks so much for waking up early with us.
Thank you. Yeah, of course.
Sounds like a great event.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
All right, let's check in with Chris Reese now, the certified most accurate forecast. Take care.
We're talking about the tropics this morning as things begin to heat up as hurricane season gets underway. We are looking at an area of development likely to become Alex later today. Already lots of rain coming in over Cuba. That's going to move towards Key West, up towards Miami and Fort Myers. We're seeing that rain across southern Florida already. Meanwhile, the center of circulation is still back towards the west. These showers are just on the eastern side of that. That being said, tropical storm warnings from Tampa through Fort Myers, Naples, Miami, and Key West as what is expected to become Tropical Storm Alex continues to develop out there this morning. Meanwhile, we do remain dry right here in Wisconsin, but our own rain chances are going to be moving in. You see those, what looks like some pitiful little showers right now, ultimately becomes a pretty decent shot at some rain later on tonight and into tomorrow. You see that system getting itself together, leading to our chances for showers, not just Saturday, but on Sunday as well. And we start to move into a pattern throughout the week that's going to feature more chances for some rain, not just through the weekend, but also for the middle of next week and the end of next week as well. So lots of rain happening in different parts of the country over the next couple of days.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you. Hey, Deerfield baseball is having another great season. The Demons are 2 wins away now from advancing to state after claiming a regional championship Wednesday. And like any good coach would share, theirs is they have a pretty interesting secret to success. Our sports director, Zach Hanley, has more on Coach Scott Glady's laid-back, relaxed approach to life.
When he started coaching, Scott Glady asked one thing of himself.
I don't want to be a dictator out there, you know.
Instead,
good cut, that'll wait.
He's taking more of a relaxed approach.
I like to be laid back. I like to have them comfortable. I like to have them in their zone.
And that stress-free environment has been working at Deerfield.
Him showing his trust and being laid back and just letting us play how Deerfield baseball is, it really helps.
For the second straight season, the Demons won the Trailways South. And this year,
attaboy,
took home a regional championship. And Glady credits that success to one word.
You'll hear it if you watch us warming up. It's happiness on 3. 1, 2, 3, happiness. So that's kind of our chant before we go on the field.
Watch his hands.
Happiness.
If we play uptight, you can tell that we're not at our best. But when we're smiling, giving each other high fives, it just is a way different game.
But that little reminder to be happy,
that's good. Can you feel the difference on that?
Isn't just for the batter's box.
Sometimes you just got to know when to relax and but still know how to be focused. Like if you're hyper-focused all the time, it can wear and tear on you.
Being relaxed and focused is going to have them be successful. And learning that here, I can kind of help them do that.
It's a mindset that will be a hit in life.
Zach Hanley reporting for us this morning. All right, Madison-based brewery, the Great Dane Pub, is going abroad next year. Have you heard this yet? The brew pub plans to open a production brewery and tasting room 2 hours north of Tokyo, Japan. It currently has 5 locations, and they're all in Wisconsin. According to the release, the brewery will be operating separately from the U.S. Great Danes with a focus on canned and bottled beer sold across Japan.
I have a brother who is a professor of Japanese studies. He lived in Japan for a long time. And way back in the 90s, I met a Japanese gentleman through him, and I ended up training him as a brewer at our original Great Dane location. And he went back to Japan, he worked in the industry, and we always joked about doing a project together over there, and now it's no joke.
So construction set to start this summer. The goal is to start distributing beer in early 2023. I think
cool.
This is so neat.
Yeah, folks in Japan are going to get a little taste in Madison. I love it.
Who wouldn't want that? 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, how your family can take advantage of a free outdoor event across Wisconsin this weekend.
First, though, if you have a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Celebrate the summer of savings at Bob's Discount Furniture with our best financing options ever. Take my Bobapedic Prize Queen mattress for just $5.99 or pay over 12 months. This summer, Bob's Discount goes further than ever with my best financing options ever.
This is how we do it.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday.
Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $10.99, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
When you need a paint to fit your lifestyle, Menards has got you covered. From protecting against this or covering this to refinishing this, we have a paint for you. You also need it in this color or even this color. We can do that. Stop in and talk to one of our paint professionals to make your colors come to life. Pick up a gallon of Pittsburgh Grand Distinction exterior flat paint for only $34.97 after sale price and 11% rebate.
Hey, it's me, your skin. Some cleansers get us clean, but take my moisture. CeraVe cleansers help me maintain my moisture balance with hyaluronic acid plus 3 essential ceramides to help restore my natural barrier. So we're CeraVe Clean. CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, the Mascot Theory, and Beth Killian. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
Here's why it's smart to custom order your Ford SUV. We'll get to making it right away. You'll get an extra 1,000 order bonus plus incentive protection guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. And the features you choose. Want an EPA estimated 440 miles per tank and an Escape? A 12-inch touchscreen and an Edge? You got it in a Ford built your way. Order your new Explorer SUV and get 1,000 retail order bonus cash on top of all public offers.
Celebrate the summer of savings at Bob's Discount Furniture with our best financing options ever. Take my 5-piece Scarlet Outdoor Sectional, only $19.99, or pay over 60 months. This summer, Bob's Discount goes further than ever with my best financing options ever.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We start with the winning streak for Madison College baseball down in Oklahoma. Last night, the team took their first win against Pearl River in the Division II World Series. The final score of that game, 11-4. The Wolfpack is playing a best-of-3 series. They play again tonight at 7 for a chance to win it all.
Breaking this morning, authorities in Texas say a prison escapee was shot dead by law enforcement. It happened overnight. Investigators say the inmate killed a family of 5 in their cabin. Gonzalo Lopez was serving a life sentence for murder when he escaped last month. The home was in the perimeter where authorities had been searching for Lopez since he escaped on May 12th. Officials say the cabin had been cleared multiple times, but at some point, Lopez broke in after hiding in the woods.
Dwindling Social Security payments could be less than 15 years away. In their annual report, Social Security and Medicare trustees said Americans will stop getting full benefits in about 13 years if Congress doesn't act. The combined Social Security trust funds, which help support payouts for the elderly and disabled, are projected to run dry in 2035.
This morning, Dane County Sheriff's Office says that they caught and arrested 3 people yesterday morning while they were trying to rob a house. It was all happening at a home near Roxbury at 3:30 in the morning. They were inside the house with a broken window, open door. When police got there, the suspects, a 37-year-old woman, 27-year-old, and a 30-year-old man.
There's a new national spelling bee champion this morning. Harini Logan of San Antonio, Texas, won in the final round last night. This year marks a return to in-person competition, but the participants have dropped off since the pandemic. Fewer than half of the spellers took part compared to 3 years ago. Logan won in the first ever lightning round tiebreaker.
Happening this weekend only, the Wisconsin DNR hosting its free fishing weekend. This weekend only, all Wisconsin waters are open to anyone without a license. The DNR says they'll still be enforcing size and bag limits statewide. Free fishing weekend is only the 4th and the 5th. You will need to purchase a fishing license to fish outside those dates.
The Brewers are making a return home last night to kick off a 4-game series with the San Diego Padres. This one was a thriller, down 4-1 in the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded. Jace Peterson hit that 3-run triple to tie the game. Then Andrew McCutchen ends his hitting drought at 31 with a single to walk it off for the Crew. Final score 5-4. First pitch for Game 2 is tonight at 7:10.
Something else free happening this weekend. Forward Madison FC and Trek Bikes teaming up to celebrate Pride Month. The Trek Pride Ride is free and open to the public, with the ride beginning at Forward Madison FC's home stadium, Breese Stevens, at 3 p.m. and returning to Breese Stevens around 4:30 p.m. for a complimentary happy hour. Forward will also play a home game at Breese Stevens later that night.
In Britain, festivities continue today as the nation celebrates Queen Elizabeth's 70 years on the throne. Buckingham Palace says the Queen greatly enjoyed the first day of the Jubilee, but is feeling some discomfort. As a result, she will not attend a church service at St. Paul's Cathedral.
We are waking up to the sunshine out there this morning. Just a beautiful shot. 61 though, so temperatures have already jumped up. Dew points still hanging out into the lower 40s. Janesville, you're still at 57. It is 60 in Monroe, 45 in Lone Rock, 45 in Camp Douglas. Our next rain chance developing back towards the west. It is not here just yet. So in the meantime, we're still dry out there, planning out your day. It is sunshine, going up to 72 for your high this afternoon. Rain chances will increase later on throughout the weekend before additional unsettled weather next week.
More sun than rain, though, this weekend, right?
More sun than, well, more dry than rain this weekend. We're going to see a lot of clouds. More sun than rain next week, though.
We'll take that. Chris Reese, thank you. Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday.